Hello everyone. Now that shotgun is expired, what do you think is the strongest legendary style in the game now? Well, for me it's Hawk. Similarly enough, Dave Pyramid also agreed with this. Hawk did get a balance change before. And I mentioned on a video before that it goes both ways. It can either be a buff or a nerf depending on how you see it. Well, after some analysis, I would say it's a nerf. The reason why Hawk is one of the best styles in the game is because of this. Anti-heal. Hawk and Slugger having anti-heal was the reason why everyone hated fighting these styles. You could be winning against Hawk by a landslide, but then Hawk could easily just catch up because of his anti-heal. Most styles need to land M2s to land significant damage to the opponent. So unless you're Hawk or Slugger, you have to rely on perfect dodges or raw M2s to leave lasting damage to your opponent. Which is kind of hard to land against anyone with a good reaction time. Hawk also has a counter damage bonus. Yup. Hawk has everything from high counter damage bonuses, to good base damage, to anti-heal, to a universal perfect dodge. You literally have everything with Hawk. Now, why am I emphasizing his anti-heal? Well, that's because on Hawk's balance patch, Hawk's anti-heal got nerfed, on his early modes at least. So both base and bloodlusted Hawk have less anti-heal than before. But if you look at it right now, only base mode Hawk has pretty bad anti-heal. Meanwhile, bloodlusted Hawk still has some insane anti-heal, for a style that can get through blocks easily. So yeah, anti-heal nerf really only made base mode Hawk even worse. Base mode Hawk is not really that hard to get out of either. Especially when you have access to the swayback. You just need to use M1S during a perfect dodge instead to get into bloodlust mode quick. The balance team did take note of this though, making it so that Hawk loses his meter faster when he gets hit during either of his modes. So if you overwhelm Hawk, he will not be able to have access to his anti-heal. But then, how are you gonna overwhelm him when he has swayback? Most of the nerfs he got here were mostly added to make it less rewarding for the player if they use Hawk passively. This is implied with the anti-heal nerf, because the only way for Hawk to actually have noticeable anti-heal is when he is on Bloodlust or Ecstasy mode. And oh boy, Ecstasy mode is crazy good now because they buffed his walk speed during that mode. So they nerfed the reward from using Hawk passively, but made it way easier and rewarding to play aggressively with it. All of these buffs from Ecstasy mode having faster walk speed, to Bloodlust lasting more make Hawk a demon to fight against. Overall, Hawk is busted. If you have not tried it yet, please go and do. With the addition of momentum as well. Hawk being aggressive make him an even bigger threat, especially when you take into account his anti-heal. And yeah, he is so busted that I'll finally hop on ranked for the first time in 10 months to try him.
Bye. 空杯だ。Bruh. Bruh. Bruh.